Everybody, and welcome to another Teacher Talks session tonight. Tonight we are having another educator from different part of the world, and tonight we are having a director of education, senior EAP and ESP teacher, Merve Akyiğit Keskin. When she comes, we are going to start our live session with her, and we will discuss lots of different topics with her tonight. And especially we are going to focus on some IELTS parts here with her, and I'm waiting for her. I think she's here. Yes, Merve is here. If you send me request to join, so here we go. Let me accept. Yeah. Hi.
Yes. Oh, hello. Hello, welcome to
Hello.
welcome.
Hello Merve hocam. It's great to see you here. Can you hear me and see me?
Yeah, no problem. Is there any it's me, my sound or my vision?
No, no, it's okay. Everything is fine. So far, so good. All right. So before starting it, I would like to say thank you very much, Merve hocam, for accepting my invitation for Teacher Talks session tonight and being with us here tonight. It's a great honor to have you here in our 231st session.
It was really an honor to be invited and have the conversation. I mean the chit chat. It was honor, and I would say actually thank you, hocam.
All right. You're welcome, hocam. So I know that educators are really busy, and I'm sure that you are also busy. So if you want, we can start, can we?
Of course.
All right. So I know about you, but maybe our audience would like to know about you. So can you tell us about yourself, please, and a bit about your experiences too?
Of course. I have been living in Adana for years. Let me say that I'm in the 7 years.
Oh,
I
nice.
mean, actually, I wish sure to show my university, but I suppose because of the layout, I am an alumni of GTP University,
Hacettepe, I
ELL
see.
department. Yes, ELL department. Yeah, and if talk about my experience in the corporate life, I started to work in Ankara
Uh-huh.
and also university. Then I went as a researcher, my master, let's say. And I said that, okay, I moved Anatolian side, let's say, and I work at your private schools. After nowadays, I'm working online as a senior teacher, a director of education.
Mm-hmm. I see. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you very much for the short and brief information about yourself. Okay. So, Madam, my next question is about your past. So, what was or were your turning point or points in your own education?
Oh, I could say starting to study well, I mean the literature department, and also I would add that entering the university. Actually, it was surprising for me. I was waiting for Istanbul, which was the sixth choice, but it stopped the fifth one.
I see. That was your turning point. Okay,
Yeah.
good. All right. So, you've been you've been teaching for I don't know how long have you been teaching?
Let's say 10 years.
Okay, 10 years. Okay, you've been teaching for 10 years, and I'm sure that in this period you have tried different techniques, strategies, and methodologies in your lessons, and you apply them and use them in your lessons, and probably you have a philosophy of teaching. So, what is it? What is your philosophy of teaching?
I need to give an example about my teaching. Actually, I have a post about on my LinkedIn. Maybe you have seen it. But my motto in my teaching be the teacher that you needed in the past and don't need. We don't
Merve
need to be
hocam,
the perfect one.
can I say something? I think because of your, the earphones, you are freezing. Maybe you can switch it off and you use the.
Okay,
Sometimes it
just a
happens.
second.
Now,
Can you hear me?
yes,
Volkan hocam.
yes, I can hear you.
Yes.
All
Okay,
right. So
so
now we can continue.
start at the beginning or yeah,
Sure,
okay.
you can.
Hi, that at the beginning, I have a post about on my teaching philosophy. Every year must be changed, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
And but the teaching is like that. Be teacher that I needed in the past and this need. And Volkan hocam, yes. And also this year I'm a little bit centered well-being aspect of
Uh-huh.
teaching.
Yeah, you're like that. You in well-being and other aspect. I see. Okay. All right. Good. Thank you. Thank you very much, Hajam. All right. So you know that we are educators and we have a lot of stories in our life. And
Yeah.
sometimes we have bad stories, sometimes we have good stories. Some, of course, we have some stories that we failed and some stories that we have success. We have the success over there. So we would like to hear your success stories of yours. If you can tell us here, we will be happy to hear. But when we say success, it's something, if you have, of course, inspirational for us, we would be happy to listen to you.
Of course, actually two. Let me say that
Good.
my English was so bad. Say that. I suppose my English, and I suppose I the love the hate relationship, which but now I teach IB lessons, IELTS, TOEFL, AP lessons, and the second one, yeah, and when I entered the university, I cannot remember the exact name because it is changing. The first day I entered Mersin and I became repeat sergeant at the prep year. Yes.
Ah,
Then I took university entrance exam again and the rest of Hacettepe,
I see.
Ankara, etc.
Oh, I see. So you have entered the university exam twice. I got it right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay, good.
Yeah.
And now you're here as a teacher. Wonderful. Great effort. I think you had
Yeah.
great effort to do it. I see. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you very much, Hojam. And if I'm not wrong, you are working as an IELTS tutor, if I'm not wrong. Am I wrong? You have the courses. Okay, so I have a couple questions with IELTS. So, but firstly, we would like to hear from you what's IELTS and why do people take this test? So, you know, and then how can you help them? And when they need help from you, what should they do? So how long does it take the course? For example, if they want to take the course, how long does it take? Can you give some information about it to us?
Of course, start with the last one.
Sure.
If they are curious about, they could add me on Instagram and LinkedIn. It doesn't matter. Then I would give the full fit information about us. IELTS is an international English. Actually, we have two versions of that. The first is academic, which we mostly focus for whom actually for students at high schools
Uh-huh.
or master or the PhD.
Uh-huh.
And it's the mostly about the general one. It's about the migration one. And
Mm-hmm.
if we need to attend the structure, I love it, first of all, because it not the grammar knowledge and apply like the EDS, do something like that. It includes it's designed the four skills English test. The first
Uh-huh.
listening, then reading, writing, after that speaking. Yes.
I see. Like that, the four parts that we have to focus
Yeah.
on there.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. So can you just repeat it, the first part you mentioned? If they want to get information about it, what should they do?
Firstly, they can add me on Instagram, and after the session, I could also add my email address for you.
Sure.
Then they could write for educational purpose, they could add academic one. But for the
Mm-hmm.
migration, they should take the general one.
I see. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much for the short brief about this IELTS one. Okay, thank you, Merve Hocam. Let's move on. Let's move on. All right. So, and every year we have, when we start the year, there are lots of, you know, targets, let's say, or goals in our mind, and we think about them, and we decide, okay, this year I'm gonna do this year I'm gonna do that, or something like that. What about you? What is your biggest
Actually,
goal
I have
for this year?
actually I have two in my mind for this year. It's
Sure.
like not the business goal. Yes, it's not the business goal. It's about the project, about reducing inequality, especially in the learning and the teaching English for the public school students.
Ah,
And these days, I am working on this. I text, the instructor, let's say the professor at the universities, and hey, okay, what can we do for that, etc., etc. If I manage to succeed, I will definitely feel fulfilled.
I see. That's your true success. Thank you for sharing your goals with us here, Merve Hocam. All right. So, teachers, let's say all of us, of course, we always want to be successful in our classrooms. We want to achieve our goals and want to complete what we have planned in that classroom, and we feel successful in the classroom. So, but of course, sometimes it doesn't work the way we want to do it. But of course, we do our best to become successful in the classroom. As an experienced one, what do you think makes a teacher successful in the classroom?
Okay, let me say that the first of all, of course, we learn a lot of approach and the method, etc. But I would say the basic, but the most useful was seeing the student, understand the student. Even though
Uh-huh.
we work with the teenagers, they are still kids. Yes, separate. So, think them as a persona. So what they need makes the successful, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. I see. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much, Merve Hocam. All right. So, before again starting this job as a teacher, I mean, all of us, let's say, we have some dream classroom in our mind. Okay, my classroom is going to be like this, my classroom is going to be like that, and I will have this, and I will have that. And of course, sometimes the reality is not like that. But when, of course, we have this opportunity, we would like to have our dream classroom. What about you? If you could design your dream classroom with unlimited resources, what would it look like?
Of course, when I used to work at schools, I have this dream. Actually, it's not the dream because in European countries and the USA, it's our dream, obviously, but it's, of course, the technology, it's the circular shape, okay, surrounded with nature. And also, each student learning at their own speed, on the pace, and the teacher is here just assist, like the flip learning learner. This is my dream.
I see. That's very nice, the dream classroom that you mean. And of course, thank you for sharing your dream classroom here with us. Okay. So you know that in our daily life, when we text someone, we always use some emojis. You know that they are very popular. We use them. When we write email, when we write text message, or I don't know, I don't know, when we write a post somewhere, we use them, and it's everywhere. So when you think about all the emojis, if you were an emoji as a teacher, let's say
Mhm.
today, which one would be and why?
Actually, when I saw the question when you said me, thought about it, but I didn't choose that. Ask the audience because parents are also in there. Yes, some of them don't know English, so I don't know ask them.
You have no idea about them. I mean, like you don't know what emoji you choose. I see. Okay, it's a hard question. I know.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I think most of us choose the smiley one, or maybe I don't know some love, the one which loves something like that. Anyway, thank you very much. And Merve hocam,
Thank you.
let's move to another one. So you have been teaching in Turkey for 10 years, you said it, and I'm sure that you have seen lots of students and you had chance to taught, you know, to teach the English to the students. And of course, we live in Turkey and we face lots of problems. What problems do teachers face with teaching the language, especially English, to the students in Turkey for you?
Actually, it's a lot. Talk about it. Oh my gosh, the live session will extend the morning, maybe next day. But at one main issues, especially for teachers, I could say that students that they don't need to learn English since they have, their phones,
Mhm.
their tablets, etc. But it's a lie. It's totally lie. You still need to learn English.
Like that. All right. So what I'm gonna ask you next, just a moment. So we talk about this, of course, and
Mhm.
the problems you mentioned here. Okay, thank you. So what I'm gonna say you that, in the classroom, we face lots of moments. Some moments,
Yeah.
some sad moments, some moments that make us angry, or of course there are some moments that makes us smile. What classroom moment
Mhm.
always makes you smile?
Yeah. When I times working at the schools, I always smile because interesting and the original
Yeah.
comments they make. They used to make me laugh a lot. They are so creative and they make me laugh a lot. And their perspective is awesome.
That moment makes you smile. I see. Okay. That's a nice moment, of course. All right. So, when you think about yourself in the classroom, as a teachers, we love talking in the classroom and we say lots of things. And sometimes we cannot stop
Yeah.
ourselves. And there are some common sentences that we say in the classroom without realizing it, or maybe we realize, but we use them repeatedly. So when you think about all the things that you say in the classroom, what is the most common sentence you say in class?
Yes, the first one is even at schools at my the working time. Hello, sunshine. Even
Hello,
all the
sunshine. Nice.
gentlemen, they are all my sunshine and the sunshine. Yes, and sometimes I also use, you know, even though they are
Ah,
the teenagers. they know you're taller than me. I said, behind you, etc., etc. And the current time I use design a problem because I teach IELTS a lot of strategy, at the same time a lot of knowledge, etc. And the last one, I could say that is for you.
Sorry, say again, please.
Is it okay for you?
Is it okay for you? These are the three common sentences that use it. I see. Okay, good. Thank you very much. Okay, so in education, every day, lots of things happening, especially when you think about it. A lot of things change during the day. For example, even if, right now we're talking here and some technological or educational things happen, all right? When you think about all the things that happening in education, what change in education, I mean, excites you the most right now?
Let me say, of course.
Which
It's like,
one?
I think that, AI,
AI.
artificial intelligence.
Okay.
The ability of AI is so important, I could say that. And it's like, I don't want to say that, but it's the correct one. Suppose starting new in teaching, especially in
Mm-hmm.
teaching. So I would say that
Definitely.
AI excites me a lot, especially I use it, to be honest, a lot for my educational purposes. So yes, AI, and
AI.
it's a potential.
Uh-huh. I see. AI, that excites you a lot. All right. So think your whole your career, and I'm sure that you have taught lots of students, and you you teach them and they go, you teach them and they go, and other different students come to you. And when you think about all the students you have taught so far, what do you hope your students remember about you years later?
Ah, that's it's like the feeling the mother and the father, They are 10 years later, 20 years later. I wish they would remember me, the person, the teacher, that you can ease the thing for them. And also feel relaxed, peaceful.
That's nice. Okay. All right. After years
Yeah.
and years, you want them to remember that about
Yes.
you. Good. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So we are teachers, and we always our job is not easy to do. All right. So and we I'm sure
Yeah.
that most of us every day, you know, looking for something motivates them to do this job. All right. In about this teaching
Yeah.
job. It's not easy, I said. So, what
Mhm.
motivates you at your work, or what
Yeah.
motivates you to
Uh,
think?
yes. Actually, I have thought about it the last, let's say, and or the months. Let me say that the thing that motivates me in my current job, I am the sort of the bridge my students and their education, their dreams.
Mm-hmm.
I manage them to to make their dreams.
I see. Okay,
That
good.
motivates me a lot.
That motivates you to do it. I see. Thank you. Thank you very much, Merve Hocam. All right. When you go and ask the educators, let's say maybe not all the teachers, but especially to English teachers, probably they before the becoming an English teachers, they were thinking to do other jobs. All right. And as a final decision, they decide to do the teacher, English teacher, let's say. So, Merve Hocam, if you weren't working in education as a language teacher, what completely different job would you try?
It's a good one, actually. When I was at university, were the times we dreamed a lot, etc., etc. To study literature. So I dream about being a writer.
Ah,
My dreamy job maybe one day, because I actually, to write some just for the fiction in our. Yeah, I could say that, and I as illustrator. I also as a hobby. It's like A1 level, not just B1 level. I'm just a beginner of that. Let's say hobby, because it's my hobby.
I
Yes,
see.
writer and illustrator.
I got it. Thank you. Thank you very much for giving this idea to us. All right. You know, the time flies and we have no idea what's gonna happen in the future. Lots of things can happen, but we just guess. How do you see yourself in 10 or 15 years later? Will you still be a teacher or will you try different job or maybe jobs?
As you mentioned, it's so hard to guess that. I cannot say a sole assumption. Maybe I evolve. Maybe my job will evolve. Because you know, maybe 2 years we weren't aware of AI, thing like that. Okay, so when I would evolve, but I would like to stay in education. I love it.
I see. You can't not do other jobs there because you know the teachers. I think you know all the teachers would think the same. When you start this job,
Yes.
you complete your life as a teacher. I think you don't try other things. Anyway, we don't know what's gonna happen in the future. Okay, so in our life, there are lots of moments that we face, okay? Especially the challenging one. Sometimes we try to deal with the moments, that challenging moments and the difficult ones. Sometimes we,
Mhm.
you know, cope with it, but sometimes when we cannot cope with it or deal with the problem, or when we cannot solve it, so we think on our own, oh, I wish I could have a kind of a superpower so that I could easily solve my problem or face the challenge. But when you think about this into your classroom, if you could have one superpower to use in the classroom, what would it be and how would it help?
Okay. I would definitely say points. When also in the classroom, online sessions, okay, the students, yes, seem to be there. Really, their minds are the somewhere else. So
Sure.
I'd like to, read their minds, and would like, to take their attention lessons. But the first of all, I show what's going on in their minds. Minds,
That's how
of
you
course.
want to read their minds. Okay, that's a nice, you know, the
Yeah.
superpower to use it, especially in the classroom. What's gonna happen in their minds? Good, thank you. All right, Merve, think that we finished the interview and you step outside your home and find a lottery ticket that
Mhm.
ends up winning $100 million, which is a huge amount of money, what would you do? But please tell the truth, okay?
Okay, of course. I would, yeah, travel. Yeah, definitely. I love to travel. When I was in Germany, went to several cities. I love
Uh-huh.
much. Okay, if I don't have to work, I would definitely travel with the huge sum of money. Of course, I would go to Asia or where I want.
Good. So you travel by using money. Okay, good idea to do it. So it's a lot of money, so you need to do something about it. Okay, thank you very much. All right, Merve hocam. You know, now I'm gonna ask you. You know, the time flies by the way, and I'm gonna ask you my Last question, all right, and the hardest one. Ready for it?
Of course, I'm ready.
Sure. What is your motto?
Learn, experience, and enjoy the life.
Okay, can you repeat it again, please?
Learn, experience, and enjoy the life.
Okay, learn, experience, and enjoy the life. Good. Thank you. Thank you very much, Merve Hocam. All right. So, I asked, we completed the first part of our session. Now, we are going to move the second part of our session, which is a new thing, quick fire questions. All right. So, I'm going to tell you two things and you choose one of it, but without thinking, okay? So
Oh my
you
God.
need to be
Okay.
quick. All right. So just a moment. Let me find. All right. Ready?
Ready?
Okay, good. Online teaching or face-to-face? Okay. And pair work or group work?
Pair work.
All right. Morning classes or afternoon classes?
Classes.
All right. And correct immediately or later?
Later.
All right. Homework or no homework? All right. Stickers or verbal phrase?
Verbal phrase.
All right. And motivation or discipline?
The first one? What was it, the first one?
Motivation or discipline?
I could say a discipline.
All right. Control or trust?
What was the first one?
Control or trust?
Yeah, the last one. Yeah, trust.
Trust. Okay. And the last one. Staff room or classroom?
First one? What was the first one?
Staff room or classroom?
Classroom. Definitely classroom.
Okay, got it. All right. So that's all. Okay, now I ask all my questions, Merve Hocam, to you. Thank you very much. We completed. And before ending our live session, all right, would you like to add anything else? Do you have any suggestion or advice to our audience?
Of course, firstly, let's state my, appreciation. I'm so happy here. And the thing is, education is changing so fast. And it's a suggestion that I could say a colleague, learn and dive into AI tools. It's the future. It's of us.
I see. All right, thank you. Thank you very much, Merve Hocam. All right, before the ending it again one more time, I would like to say thank you very much for your suggestions, for your advice, and for the most important thing, your time, because you have spent your time here with us. That was really great for us. Thank you. Thank you very much. And Merve Akyiğit Keskin was with us here tonight with Teacher Talks 221st event. As you know that we are going to be here next week and at the same time on the same day every Monday at 9 p.m. Turkish time. Until the next time, please, wherever you are, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Please take care of yourself. Take care of yourself, Merve Hocam. And bye-bye, everybody. And peace.
Bye-bye. We're on